Kelly Clarkson and Miranda Lambert caused a rift with Blake Shelton after the two bonded and potentially started a friendship. Clarkson's loyalties are in question, so will she pick a side? Kelly Clarkson rose to fame by winning the first season of American Idol in 2002. Now she is a well-known pop star with tons of hits and catchy songs. Some of her most popular works include Stronger, Breakaway, and Underneath the Tree. The singer and songwriter has had a great career in the music industry. Additionally, she has gotten attention and love for her covers of songs, which have also done well as fans love seeing her talent. Now Clarkson is a talk show host for her show, The Kelly Clarkson Show. Fans who tune and get to see her perform covers, chat with other celebrities, see others perform, and get information. A recent guest she had on her show was Miranda Lambert. Lambert is the ex-wife of country star Blake Shelton. Since Clarkson is such good friends with Shelton after working on The Voice together, fans were surprised when she seemed to have such a good time with Lambert on her show. The two sang together and Lambert discussed her upcoming album. In addition, a source reportedly revealed to Life and Style that Kelly was Team Blake for a long time and Gwen too by default, and now that Clarkson has gotten to know Miranda better, she doesn't know what Blake's talking about. The two didn't have the cleanest divorce or most respectful split, but now that the two have moved on, and it's been years, Clarkson probably wants to have a connection with both celebrities. Does this mean she is not staying loyal to Shelton? Furthermore, the source expressed no one would put it past Miranda to steal Kelly away and fill her head with junk about Lambert's ex. The feeling is Kelly would believe anything. She's incredibly nice but gullible. It is possible that Kelly was just being polite with her interviewee and is still staying loyal to Shelton. However, if the source is correct, things could be on the rocks for The Voice too. Reportedly, Clarkson is always cordial with her guests, even if they have had issues, so this could be just another example. After all, it is her job to be a professional on the show, as an argument could cause backlash for the artist. Neither Shelton nor Clarkson have commented on their current situation. However, if the source is correct, there could be a rift with Clarkson's new friendship if the two were in an interview together or went back to being coaches on The Voice. Perhaps fans would know the truth about the status of their relationship. Kelly Clarkson and Miranda Lambert have been powerhouses in the country music world for years. As solo artists, they've topped charts, broken records, and earned their place among country's elite. Kelly, a crossover star with pop roots, and Miranda, the queen of gritty, unapologetic country anthems, have long been admired for their individuality and refusal to conform. Blake Shelton, too, has carved his place as a country legend, but what happens when these three iconic personalities collide? Recently, a new chapter in their dynamic has emerged, a rift between Blake and his former colleagues on The Voice, Kelly and Miranda. It all started with a reunion of two Southern superstars, Kelly Clarkson and Miranda Lambert. The pair, close friends in both music and personal life, had always shared a mutual respect for each other. The idea of collaborating had often been teased, but with conflicting schedules it hadn't happened. Until now, in 2024, Kelly and Miranda dropped their surprise to it Lone Star Wildflowers, a raw, soulful track that instantly became a fan favorite. It was a celebration of Texas pride, sisterhood, and independence, with the women's distinctive voices blending together in perfect harmony. The song's release sent shockwaves through the country music world, but its success wasn't the only thing stirring up buzz. It also reignited a simmering tension with Blake Shelton, Miranda's ex-husband and Kelly's former co-coach on The Voice. To understand the gravity of the situation, it's important to look at the history between Blake, Miranda, and Kelly. Blake and Miranda were country music's hit couple for years. Their marriage seemed like a match made in heaven, both incredibly talented and wildly successful. However, their highly publicized divorce in 2015 shattered that image leading the country world in shock. Speculation swirled around the reasons for the split, with many suggesting that their grueling schedules, public personas, and personal differences were to blame. Meanwhile, Kelly Clarkson joined The Voice as a coach in 2018, stepping into the reality competition with her signature blend of humor, talent, and Noon's attitude. It wasn't long before Kelly and Blake became close friends, frequently joking with each other on the show and even facing off in good-natured coaching rivalries. Their chemistry was undeniable, and fans loved seeing their playful back and forth. Blake, always the prankster, found his match in Kelly, who wasn't afraid to give as good as she got. But after Blake's marriage to Gwen Stefani, another voice coach, and his retreat from the show in 2024, cracks in his friendship with Kelly began to appear. There was no public foul, nothing overt to suggest any real discord, but those in the industry began to notice a coolness between the two. Kelly had often been open about her admiration for Miranda Lambert, and in the years since Blake and Miranda's divorce, Kelly and Miranda's friendship had blossomed. When Kelly and Miranda announced their collaboration, Blake's reaction was notably absent for a man who had spent years on top of the country music scene, forming a dynamic coaching duo with Kelly and sharing a tumultuous history with Miranda. The lack of response felt strange. Social media exploded with fans speculating that something was brewing beneath the surface. Some even wondered if Blake saw the collaboration as a betrayal. After all, Miranda's breakup with Blake had been far from amicable, while both had since moved on. Blake with Gwen, and Miranda with her new husband, Brendan McLaughlin. Fans knew that the wounds from their split hadn't fully healed. Miranda's fiery personality often translated into Remus music, and her post-divorce albums, filled with tracks that hinted at heartbreak and defiance, were often viewed as responses to her failed marriage with Blake. On the surface, Lone Star Wildflowers seemed like a feel-good anthem celebrating women's strength and unity, but a closer look at the lyrics revealed undertones of independence and liberation from toxic relationships. Lines like "I don't need no cowboy saving me" / "I can ride this storm alone" felt pointed, a subtle jab at past relationships, perhaps even Blake. For Kelly, the song was a statement of solidarity. She had recently gone through her own high-profile divorce from Brandon Blackstock, Blake's former manager and close friend. During that time, Blake had supported Brandon, which some saw as a factor in the growing distance between Kelly and Blake. The dude with Miranda felt like Kelly's way of siding with someone who had been through a similar experience and coming out stronger on the other side. As Kelly and Miranda that performed their new song at various award shows and events, Blake's absence from the conversation became more pronounced. He wasn't congratulating them publicly, nor was he promoting the song on his social media channels, as he often did with his friends in the industry. Fans noticed that he had unfollowed both Kelly and Miranda on Instagram, a move that only fueled rumors of a rift. Blake's inner circle was tight-lipped about the situation, but industry insiders suggested that he felt betrayed by Kelly's decision to collab with Miranda, while Blake had moved on from his marriage to Miranda. Seeing his close friend team up with his ex-wife on a track that seemed to take shots at him was hard to swallow. To make matters worse, Kelly's divorce from Brandon, who had been like family to Blake, further complicated the dynamics. Blake's friendship with Gwen Stefani also played a role in the growing distance. When a pop icon with a career separate from country music had always supported Blake, but she didn't have the same history with Kel or Miranda as Blake's relationship with Gwen deepened. It was natural that his focus shifted away from his old friends in the country world. Kelly's close friendship with Miranda only widened the gap as the rift became more apparent. Media outlets began to pick up on the story, turning the trio's personal relationships into front-page news. Gossip columns speculated about Blake's feelings, and fans took sides. Some defended Blake, arguing that Kelly and Miranda's collabor operation was insensitive given his history, with both women. Others supported Kelly and Miranda, praising them for coming together and celebrating their independence. Neither Kelly nor Miranda publicly addressed the rumors of a falling out with Blake, choosing instead to focus on the success of their song. In interviews, they emphasized the importance of women, supporting women in the industry, a message that resonated with their fans. Kelly, in particular, had been vocal about the challenges she faced as a woman in music and the strength she gained from her friendships with other female artists, like Miranda, behind the scenes. However, emotions were running high. Sources close to Blake revealed that he felt blindsided by Kelly's decision to work with Miranda, especially without giving him a heads up. While Blake was known for his laid-back, easygoing persona, those closest to him knew that he didn't.